Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, who's willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s. Trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. At the 43-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing again is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, You at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year cornerback.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Jones.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We're only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren from 21 yards away. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, they'll send Adams in motion left.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Stafford. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to move back in front.
But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Rams 10.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones
out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And it brings up
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
no gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Stafford.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Stafford.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Rams!
2-2 Atwell.
47 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
First down, Indianapolis.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, the option left. It's Jones. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Colts.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
2nd and 19.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Working to put a drive together. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Colts first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Now he steps away. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Colts 21.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
17.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
They begin the drive with Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In motion right goes Adams.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now Stafford. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Puka Nakua,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones.
That complete to Downs.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Now Jones.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jones. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Jones.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Delivers another one to Pierce.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Jones will try and run with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Jones.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
A 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Now Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Stafford now to throw.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.